I think digital dentures are probably one of the solutions that are most impacted by digital, that can be solved with digital so much better than with analog, right? So I think it's a great topic. Okay, my friends, and we are back with Coffee Break with Coachman today with a very short but cool interaction with a friend of mine. And we have here today Mr. Michael Tholey from Vita and also from PROSEC. And I want to talk a little bit about both. First, thank you, Michael, for joining me.
Thank you.
Yes, we are here. He came all the way to the DSD headquarters with the Vita team to talk about materials with our DSD lab, improve the workflows and the outcomes of our restorations. We are learning more and more about the amazing materials from Vita, really becoming experts on the big range of materials that Vita is providing for us. We're going to talk a little bit about what is new with Vita. Michael, you're in charge of many different projects in Vita.
That's right.
And also the Vice President of PROSEC. That is a very unique organization that I also want people to learn about. So let's start with Vita. What is your role at Vita?
Yeah, it's a very complex role. I am in charge of training and education. So, I do courses for technicians, for dentists, giving lectures at universities and so many things. And I'm in charge of the KOL, Key Opinion Leader Management.
That's why you interact with me.
No, I interact with you because you do an amazing job here and amazing project, DSD. To me, it's the next step, actually, you have to do. Yeah, but also with the complaints, I'm in charge. And with the hotline. And so, interaction with many people, with many things. So, yeah.
You've been with Vita for how long?
Now 20 years.
20 years with Vita, and you do all these different things. Can Vita function without you? I know you're very humble. You don't need to answer this. I can answer for you. Vita would struggle without you. You're doing a great job. So, we started this collaboration, Vita and DSD. We're very proud of it. And it's part of my recent journey, as my dear friends are saying to me, Christian, we love that you're going back to your roots. Yeah. I'm talking more and more about my role as a technician. Yeah. I'm back giving courses, technical courses, hands-on courses about technical work. So it's a perfect moment for me to connect to a company like Vita. I mentioned to you before, I think that Vita has a unique characteristic. It's one of, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's probably the only big known dental company that is 100% or almost fully focused on dental technology, on the technician, right?
Yeah, right. Of course, we are having some blogs for dentists, but mainly we are focusing on technicians. That's true, absolutely.
It's a company for technicians.
Yeah, you can say so. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, mainly the technicians.
And you guys always have initiatives for technicians, organizing courses for technicians. And of course, when I say technicians, it also includes dentists that want to learn technician stuff, right?
Exactly. Especially chairside dentists, they need to know how to use staining materials and things like this.
So when I say that Vita is a company for technicians, it means it's also a company for dentists that love technician work, dentists that want to do technician work, or restorative dentists that just want to improve their relationship with their technician by understanding better the lab side of the world.
I cannot say it better. So that's exactly the point,
You are also involved, not only involved, you're Vice President of PROSEC. Explain to us, what is PROSEC?
Progress in Science and Education with Ceramics, that's the name of it. And we are focusing on a team approach between dentists and technicians working with non-metallic restoration. So how to improve their workflow in their daily business, how to improve different applications with materials. We already had a conference of minimal invasive things. So many things focusing on a better workflow, and our
On
slogan
ceramics,
on
specific.
ceramics.
So
Right.
it's a non-profit organization
Absolutely non-profit.
focused on science and education,
Right.
on everything related to ceramics in dentistry.
Absolutely.
And I saw when you guys first invited me to join this movement or this project. What is the best name to define it? It is a movement. It is a project.
Yeah.
I saw many amazing names on
Yeah,
board.
absolutely.
Can you mention a few of the key people behind this project?
Yeah, we have in Germany, the names are Jörg Strupp, which is he is a professor from Freiburg. We have Petra Gittmühlen in the group, Florian Boyer from the Charité. So many of those names, but also in the US, we have John Coyce as a member. We have Peter Pissi as a member. So many names from both sides, from dentist side and technician sides. And we are really open discussing workflows, projects, and things. So this is the main focus.
The focus is to push the industry to evolve when it comes to restorative materials.
Right.
And mainly ceramics as the gold standard of restorative materials. So you guys are supporting research, you guys are supporting publications, events. You said there's a consensus event.
Yeah, we had a consensus event with the SSRD and the CEPES from Spain. So focusing on minimal invasive, but we are also having our own research going on, and we are supporting this research. You can apply every year.
Connection with universities.
Universities, with also, we just founded the application teams, it's called. So those are dentists and technicians which are in a daily business or garden dentistry, so someone from the field, not only universities, but who are working with materials, with workflows, which are really approved from them, how to work with the material. So not only scientific, but also technical practical
information.
Yeah, right.
You said you guys are organizing these consensus events.
Yes.
The idea is to have this once a year?
The idea is to have it once a year, yeah, and then the consensus conference is mainly focused on research, but we will have it also for the practical guys as well, so that they've, based on a scientific knowledge, that they find the application and the recommendation for the workflow for proven also practical.
And I like the fact that on this consensus event, you guys pick one very specific topic to deep dive into it, right?
Absolutely.
So the first one that happened last year in Spain, the topic was
minimal invasive dentistry.
Minimally invasive dentistry, and you had clinicians, technicians, researchers, opinion leaders, company, corporate people, everybody discussing everything about minimally invasive dentistry.
Yeah, and the good thing was we had divided it in 3 groups, and I was in the group focusing just on scanning, so intraoral scanning. So this was also amazing with Marta from the Coy Center. Was amazing what is happening really in the research of intraoral scanning. And then we did discuss how can we recommend the workflow, because there are some scientific missing things actually for the intraoral scanning. So this gave others from universities gave the option, okay, now I can do my research focusing on this topic.
And the idea is to have the next consensus congress in US at the Coy Center.
Absolutely. John Coyce offered us this. We will have it in the US, focusing on digital denture. So
digital denture.
Digital denture.
Deep dive into digital denture.
Right.
Very cool topic. You know, I think digital dentures are probably one of the solutions that are most impacted by digital, that can be solved with digital so much better than with analog, right? So I think it's a great topic to bring the masters and really come out with a consensus and define workflows to help people use that.
Absolutely. And I always think of the options of digital. You mentioned this in your course in Miami, the smile donator. I think this topic, nobody is talking about these things. You can copy a smile of someone you like, you've seen on the TV or somewhere, And I think such things should be also somehow in a research going on. So I like this guy, so make the teeth according to, let's say, you had the example of Elvis Presley. I
Elvis
think.
Presley, yeah.
Yeah, and this is, I think, with digital workflows, you can solve.
The sky's the limit.
Exactly.
There are many new options that people are still not exploring. That's why one of the reasons why many times people don't explore solutions is because we have the tendency to overcomplicate things, right? So I like the idea of simplifying and creating more simple workflows, getting into consensus. Oh, that's cool. This is cool, but this is the most simple way to do it.
Exactly.
Right? Because there's too many cool things.
There are many
cool, complicated things, right?
Right?
Everything looks cool on the screen. When you bring to your daily reality in your practice, things don't get that cool anymore, right? When it makes it more stressful. So I love the idea, and I already booked my calendar to be there with PROSEC Consensus Congress next year in Seattle at the Koi Center.
Yeah.
Now, PROSEC also started a new initiative. You guys call it, it's a series of one-day lectures.
Absolutely.
With very unique, because it's only 15 participants. It's the speaker and 15 participants only.
Yeah, we name it Meet the Legend. I know that you are too humble to say so, but you are the first legend we invited to have in this unique course, in this unique, actually I would say more meeting and discussing very deep things and workflows. In this case, it's this time it will be in this summer with you and your workflow. And I think this is very unique, having this guy who invented really nice things, who had ideas improving also the workflow. What you are doing, it's improving the workflow, making a smile.
At least.
Yeah, no, you are doing this. And it's, I think, an eye-opener for many dentists and technicians, what you will present. I'm really sure about
thank
this.
you. Thank you for the opportunity. You know, when you guys first invited me to this, I really enjoyed the model. You know, being a full day with only 15 participants, I think I never did that. You know, you're usually, even on our courses, you have at least 30, 40, 50 people, usually 100 people, congresses, 500, 1,000 people. When you meet small groups, you're usually 15 minutes only interacting, maybe a lunch with smaller groups. And I love the idea of having a full day with the small group and really encourage the interaction, encourage the discussion, and going as deep as you can into these topics that we're going to bring. So I'm very excited to this event. I'm very honored to be the first one of this series. And I'm really curious to see how the interaction will go. I'm going to be bringing some very interesting topics to discuss.
That's cool.
And basically, this year I'm completing 30 years as a technician.
Wow.
So I'm going back to my roots and bringing back many of the topics from the beginning of my career, you know, technical, practical topics, of course, empowered by the experience, empowered by technology, but really for the last few months I've been reflecting on this 30-year journey and making notes of the highlights and the most important take-home messages for me personally, and how I've been adapting this know-how into modern dentistry. So I hope to share all these insights with this very exclusive group in Berlin.
Yeah, I hope so too. I will be there as well, so I will push you to the limit.
Fantastic. I like that. I like the challenge.
Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah.
So, again, Michael, thank you for coming to Madrid, for visiting us. Thanks for Vita for supporting the DSD project and starting this education collaboration. Thanks for inviting me to PROSEC. It's an honor to be part of this project. As a smile designer, ceramics is the gold standard, and I really hope I can contribute to the project and to the evolution of the science and the education behind this material. So I hope you enjoyed your visit, and we're going to meet again soon in Berlin.
Yeah, I did enjoy the visit. Thanks for the invitation, and thanks for having the chance to talk with you in such a private location. So thanks a lot. And yeah, we will see us in Berlin. I'm
Fantastic.
sure.
Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed. See you around.
See ya.